Hundreds of people gathered in Fermoy in County Cork this afternoon to remember the human rights activist Dr. Patrick Rice, who died unexpectedly last month at the age of 64. Dr. Rice spent 40 years campaigning internationally for human rights in Latin America, especially on behalf of the disappeared.
Friends and family, including Pat Rice's son Carlos, celebrated his extraordinary life at a memorial service in Fermoy today, in the church where he said his first mass as an ordained priest before being sent to Argentina in the early 1970s. But as the congregation, which included the Deputy Argentinian Ambassador to Ireland, Ana Pisana de Ashton, were told, he was soon to prove a thorn in the side of the military hunted there. In 1976, he was captured and tortured along with his future wife-to-be, Fatima Cabrera, before the Irish government secured his release.
And I met him last year in Maynooth with his daughter Blanca, his sister-in-law. He exuded a joy that only comes from suffering for others. He was a man of prayer, in a word, otherwise he could not have persevered.
For over 40 years, he campaigned tirelessly on behalf of the families of the disappeared and could be found regularly walking with the mothers of the disappeared at midday in Buenos Aires. His close friend, Professor Dermot Keogh, recalled the tribute they paid him at his funeral last month.
The mothers of the Plaza de Mayo, with whom he was particularly close, were also present, and as a mark of respect, a number of the mothers left on the coffin their treasured white headscarves, on which were written the names of their disappeared children. Pat Rice, may you rest in peace in your beloved Argentina.
In a letter to the congregation, Pat Rice's widow Fatima said she and their children now assume his promise of not resting until a fairer world is obtained. Jenny O'Sullivan, RTE News, Cork.